Hi friends, it's Manjula from Manjulatarot. How are you all today? I am wearing my pandemic t-shirt. I miss hugs and live music. I was wearing this shirt and some creepy guy came up to me a couple weeks ago and asked me if I wanted a hug, and I politely declined. Anyhow, I am here to give you another psychic coaching session, and the theme that I want to talk to you about today is going to be determined by whatever card I pick. I have a lot of stories that I want to share with you, especially around my healing journey. But first, I want to confirm with Spirit that there is one topic that's going to be something you need to hear about today. It is the Fool. And I have been pulling this card so often. And if some of you have subscribed to my channel and have seen some of my other videos about the Fool, I have talked in great length about my love of the Fool and what the Fool represents. So the Fool is all about taking that leap of faith, trusting the unknown, trusting your intuition, and it's the 0 card. So it's actually the first card in the whole tarot deck of 78 cards. And the Fool is there to remind us that we can take a leap of faith into the unknown without actually knowing if we're going to land on our feet, without actually knowing if there's a safety net out there. And it's a really liberating card, and it's a card that encourages you to have complete faith in yourself, in your spirit guides, in the divine timing, knowing that you're going to be okay, and knowing that life is an adventure and you're here to take that risk and that vulnerability. So this is perfect timing because I just saw an interview with Brene Brown yesterday, and it was on Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett, and she was talking about how you can't be courageous without the vulnerability. So the vulnerability is really kind of embracing the unknown. It's emotional exposure. It's like that sensitivity that you have when you're revealing yourself to other people or taking a risk. And so the Fool is that courageous action towards being vulnerable in life, authentic in life. And that's actually one of the biggest values that I live by, and why I think a lot of people resonate with things that I say, because I show up on these videos in social media with that sense of authenticity and vulnerability. And I'm not afraid to talk about my life and how things have played out for me and how it's been challenging to heal and grow, especially over the last 12 years. I picked another card. I actually don't read reversals. It's flipped it. It says over for you. This is the 6 of Wands, which is all about really owning your achievements and being proud of yourself for taking that vulnerability on. And I'm proud of you for showing up. I'm proud of myself for showing up and being vulnerable, but really celebrating that, really just taking a moment to pat yourself on the back and really honor where you're at. It's amazing what you've been doing, whether it's leaving a relationship that wasn't serving you or a job that wasn't serving you. That takes a lot of courage and a lot of vulnerability. You might be in a time right now where you're making a choice and trying to balance out your emotions too. So I really encourage you, if you're making a choice right now, to trust yourself. That is like the number one theme. And trusting yourself can look like, hey, I don't have much money in my bank account, but I just know that something is going to come along which is fitting for me. And you're trusting in your ability to be present and to know what's best for you. So I'm going to actually just jump into a more formal reading here. Pick a few cards out of this deck. I know I've just been chatting with you here, but one thing I've noticed recently with a lot of my clients and a lot of my friends, honestly, is it's been really challenging in different areas of personal life, professional life, just going through a lot. And I know I've experienced this for myself, but I'm in a very good place right now and processing through my own stuff. But what I've noticed with a lot of my clients and folks surrounding me is that there's just been a ton of grieving, uncertainty. This is the essence of that vulnerability. Showing people that you are human, crying in front of them. This is the Nine of Swords. And with this card, it's super intense because all of those thoughts can feel really overwhelming and produce a lot of anxiety. And you can see also in this card that this person feels like they're alone. And it's a really challenging place to be where you wake up in the middle of the night feeling that anxiety and you just feel so alone. And that is the essence of vulnerability. But also, with the Five of Swords, you might have experienced some betrayal or trusted people and it didn't really pan out the way you wanted it to. Those people let you down. And right now, that trust and vulnerability is in the Knight of Cups of really kind of honoring new relationships and making sure that you're still protecting yourself with your armor, but approaching life with this feeling that relationships can still support you. So, whatever you're going through right now with this, just know that with the Knight of Cups, you have the ability to still offer yourself, your emotional self, and lead with that. And I really encourage you to meditate on what that vulnerability means in your own life right now, because you can be going through just a lot internally, and opening up to people you trust is going to be so pivotal. And that's something that I've been noticing in myself for the last year, that I've been practicing opening up to people, but I've really just decided that there are certain people in my life that I do want to maintain good boundaries with, and then certain people in my life that I feel like I can totally open up to, and they're part of my inner circle. And being able to determine which person is going to help you so much in this process. And I think it's really important to differentiate that because people want your energy all the time. You know, like when I opened up with that little story about the man who asked me for a hug, it's almost like there are people out there that are wanting to steal your energy, really feed off of you, and you don't have to stand for that. And in support of that, you're in control of building your own foundations and your own inner sanctuary, an inner sanctuary of who you want to let into your world. And it's important to know that people out there, you don't have to please them all the time. You can draw your boundaries and be in your power, and it's okay. I think that it's perfectly fine to open up to only those you trust. And this is a good reminder, I think, especially for women who want to please so many different people and really be the ones that just accommodate all the time. I think it's a really good reminder that you don't have to live in that space. And then my final message out of the cards is rest. This card has been coming up a lot as well. So I interpret this card as taking a break from social media, taking a break from people. I love coming on these videos. I love networking. I love building my business, but I also need my rest and rejuvenation time. I appear to be an extrovert because I have Leo rising, but in actuality, I'm a social introvert and I get my recharge time by being alone, hanging out, watching some Netflix, lying on my bolster, and doing some yoga poses. and then unplugging, honestly, from social media, Instagram, and just being. I love my naps. I love taking a break. And I feel like all of that rejuvenation time, especially now that we're in the fall season, where it's all about transition and the leaves are changing and falling off the trees, and you're in a more reflective space, it's really a great opportunity to rest and recharge and give yourself permission to do that. So when that you're ready for jumping off the cliff like the fool, you feel really recharged, motivated, and you have the energy you need and the protected energy to do what you want and achieve what you want. I hope this was helpful. If you found it helpful, please like this video, share it with your friends. Share it with your friends who are struggling with vulnerability right now or feeling like they don't know what direction to take and they just need a little support and TLC. I really appreciate that. Would love for you to subscribe to my channel here. And I do wish you all the best today. If it's evening, morning, afternoon, enjoy yourselves. Take care.